And we are going to be heading into this momentarily. Smash Dash looking like the superior team. They played really well over the course of the day, even though we've only seen them once. They destroyed Kairos in their match just before. And let's see if maybe Team Telepathy can take us to a third map here in the series. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The grand finals of our last chance qualifier. Smash Dash, the disc will be on their side as they're on the orange side, and Team Telepathy going to be on blue.
Almost a goal coming out there very early on as well from Team Telepathy. Doesn't work out that way, however. Smash Dash are going to be able to get away from them. We'll see Telepathy. They'll get to make another run at least. Ducky picking up possession for right now. Krygen tries to go in and interfere, but so far has been unsuccessful in that regard. Another pass now. Back over to Ducky. Banks off the rim, though. Unfortunately, Telepathy, once again, missing a quick opportunity to score, but they're keeping the pressure on. That's what's good here so far. We're seeing a lot of pressure applied to Smash Dash, and so far, they haven't really been given any opportunities at all to get offensive themselves, but that's going to change now. Nice interference coming off against Team Telepathy, as well as they stun pretty much everyone that was trying to move back into goal. So currently, only one player sits defending that. It's Ramus, but Ducky will be able to steal the disc away, sending it forward over, I think, to Infinity, but no, she's not necessarily grouped up with these guys just yet.
Yeah, she's going to be a little bit ahead of him, though, and does have a chance for a clear shot and does land it. 3 points on the board for Telepathy. Off to a fantastic start here. Smash Dash, not looking like the team we saw before, but then again, they didn't really have possession of the disc for the majority of that first minute and 2 seconds, and they will have possession now as you move through into the next volley. Team Telepathy probably going to be obviously not the favorites in this because they came through the loser bracket. They lost to Kairos before, and Kairos got smashed by Smash Dash. So let's see if maybe they can keep this momentum up.
It's going to be a launch coming out here in just a moment for these guys. Initial possession starting off for them. Picked up at the start by Ryback, waiting for the pass to present itself. Actually sends it straight down the middle, which I'm surprised it goes that far. Infinity will pick it up eventually, though. She sends it back the other way, nearly towards the Smash Dash goal already here. In fact, Ducky might be able to walk it right in. It's intercepted, however, along the way by, I believe that was Sendo Target, stopping it. A very close call in that, but it does keep it out of Telepathy's hands for now. They will still get back possession as Ducky's going to make another run for a goal. Stopped once again, this time by Ryback. Very well done by him. But again, still haven't cleared it just yet. Infinity now has possession. She'll go for the pass over to Ducky. Ducky will try to secure, but again, it's been blocked out. Smash Dash, maybe another opportunity presenting itself to clear, but no. Once again, it'll be picked up by Infinity. She'll go for one more attempt at a goal, and this time it'll just outright miss. Krygen gets the clear, sends it back past the midpoint here, and the race is on to take possession, but it'll be Infinity that once again wins that race, gets back in time, picks up the disc to take it forward.
I don't even want to see possession times for this round so far because the first 2 minutes have just passed us. I feel like Telepathy have had control for the majority. This one, Ducky will get a nice 2-pointer on the board. So now Telepathy up 5-0 in the series, or in the round. And Smash Dash, they just cannot get control of the disc. When we see them attack, they look good, but on defense, they are just being walked over.
So this will take us into the second engagement now. Or third engagement, actually, excuse me, between the two teams. This Team Telepathy actually doing quite well here, considering that it looked like Smash Dash for certain, through your transitive property method was going to be the superior team here.
Ails me.
Yeah.
That's why math's so important in school.
But that has not proven so true just as of yet. Telepathy are doing a fantastic job here, in fact. And might be able to run the distance and just win 2 games on their own outright. Because unfortunately, well, up until that point, we hadn't seen much of a response for Smash Dash, but they get a perfect run all the way through Team Telepathy territory and are able to make their way in, taking full control of the situation and finally scoring themselves to get 2 points on the board there.
Yeah, so finally Smash Dash gets something going for them. Like, the thing is, once they had the disc, it took them like 20 seconds to score. Like, that's how efficient they can be when they do have control. But Telepathy have been doing a great job of keeping that disc out of their hands and turning these attacks into these long-winded situations where Smash Dash just can't seem to react. But here we go into the next volley. Pass comes out, and you can see how fast Smash Dash wanted to go for the quarterback, wanted to go towards that back line, but they've already got the disc pushed up here. It's going to be a one-on-one, and Infinity again. More points on the board for this player, 7-2, and with half the time remaining.
Telepathy immediately nullifying the 2 points that was scored there by Smash Dash. So nice job, and it's very quickly rescored as well. So time will remain relatively the same as it was at the start of the volley, while still having the same advantage now in the favor of Team Telepathy. Up by 5 once again over but Smash Dash here. And Smash Dash, well, they they're having themselves a little bit of a wake-up call with this match, unfortunately, as more than likely coming into this one, they thought it might have been an easier affair, and that certainly has been the case. Team Telepathy's been bringing the heat, mainly due to the prowess of Infinity so far. She's been doing a fantastic job, both on an offensive position and defensively, to get back really quickly when we had those kind of scramble clears come out from Smash Dash. Smash Dash, though, is going to make it to the run at goal, and it's a perfect shot by Sendo. Target just inside of the 3-point zone, however, so it will get translated down into another 2-pointer to put them up to 4, but another 3-pointer can immediately tie them up still.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what's happening when Smash Dash do get control of the disc. They score really quickly. It's just they can't. The thing is, they're only able to score once, like Telepathy has, once they have the disc on their side of the field and they're able to push it up. They need to have some sort of better defense against Telepathy and dislodge this disc, get a good clear, and then use their slingshot and their mobility to their advantage, because Telepathy has been a team that's struggled with mobility. I think over the course of today, it's just been Infinity seemed to be on these big breaks by herself. But again, the pass comes through. Sendo's going to miss out. It's going to turn to a one-on-one back to the goal, and that's another shot coming in. You can't have these one-on-ones happen, because Infinity's going to take advantage of it every time.
And Infinity will be the one to score again, shooting ahead Team Telepathy, and same as before, immediately nullifying the 2 points that were just picked up by Smash Dash. So every time Smash Dash has gotten themselves onto the board so far with a quick 2-pointer, it's been immediately responded to by Telepathy and has nullified it. So Telepathy has kept it consistently throughout pretty much this entire game. And right now we're looking dominant to just take the first round. We still have 2 minutes left, though, so plenty of time for redemption on Smash Dash. This is still a very, very close scoreline, however, so we don't want to count those guys out of the matchup just yet, especially with the 1-round advantage that they get by coming into the upper bracket.
That disc is being thrown very far, and that could have been grabbed by Kurjin. It's not going to last, or it's not going to actually land, though. He's going to look for it yet again as the pass comes in towards his upper side, but just stays above his head. That's so unfortunate, because that could have been another 2 points on the board. The clear will come through, but it should be back in the hands of Smash Dash. But no, never mind. Infinity gets across the field again, goes for the 3-pointer and nails it. 12-4. What is happening, Telepathy?
Infinity's getting away with everything here, it seems, as she's going to be able to secure another goal for her team. 12-4 now. The lead extends even further, and Smash Dash just cannot seem to get back there in time. It's happened, I think, 3 to 4 times, nearly consecutively now, where there's a quick clear, and Telepathy are just so much faster to get to the other side of the arena. It's usually Infinity on the front lines as well. Smash Dash, unfortunately, in these situations is nowhere to be seen, and when they are, it's only really one person max in the goal that's unable to stop what's been some very accurate goals by Infinity so far.
I think she has 10 out of the 12 points since Ducky did score once in this round. That's a long-range 3-pointer. There we go. Kurjin finally gets some points back on the board, but it's still a 5-point game between the two. Just seems like whoever starts the disc gets the score.
So with Smash Dash at least finding some points, it might have been enough to force them back into the game here, but we're going to have to see. Time is starting to get a little bit low. And this time, of course, it is going to be Telepathy, I believe. Let's start off with possession here. So Smash Dash got to work just a little bit harder to be able to get the disc in their own hands. Out we're going to go. It's Infinity first off that will pick up possession here. Easy pass has presented itself to Ramus. Waits for the
stall for time now.
Yeah. Waits for Kurjin to try and push first before actually throwing the pass over. Now Ducky will pick it up. Yeah, they're going to just bounce this around themselves to the best of their own capability, although that's a little slow, so Infinity will have to leap out from her island, getting stunned in the process. They still keep it going. Oh, this is rude almost here.
In the middle.
Yeah, they're not giving Smash Dash really any opportunity to take the disc away, but of course, there we go. Finally, when they've overextended a bit too much, that's when they clear it. That's when they send it in the open. It's Ducky that's picked it up right now. Ramus standing by in the event that a pass needs to go off. Ramus just sacrifices himself basically to distract the goalie, and it opens up the opportunity that is needed for Telepathy to score again, although this time it's Ducky getting the points for the team as they had 2 more to the counter for 14 overall.
This is not looking good for Smash Dash. I'm honestly surprised. I did not think Telepathy would have a chance against them, and yet they're walking all over Smash Dash. Like the monkey in the middle play right there, or pickle, I guess you call it in baseball. They just wasted like another 30, 40 seconds of time off the clock. And Smash Dash, yes, they went up the disc here. They're going to need to hit like a 3-pointer to really start to claw away at this lead, but they're running out of time. 40 seconds left. They have to make something happen. That actually should potentially be a 3-pointer. He's have to go in close for the 2. He's going to actually shoot a little bit high. And with that miss, I think Telepathy have been able to take this map.
Even baited the goalie out of coverage there too. The shot was just a little off marker. They can try to make one more run at it, but unfortunately, as you were mentioning, time is getting too low now. Is going to become the problem for these guys too. Great block by Infinity. She's doing everything for the team right now, playing defense, offense, every role it seems. But her performance, it seems, along with, of course, the support from her own teammates. Ducky, of course, adding his own flair to the situation. They're really scoring a goal there at the end. But it's not going to work out. We will see Infinity's squad push through. Team Telepathy will take the opening round of this grand final. 14-7 is going to be the final score. That will now be a 1-1 tied series. The next round will determine our winner here at the Last Chance Qualifiers.
Yeah, people in chat are asking why do they have a 1-0 lead so far? And that's just due to the fact they came through the winner bracket, so they get an extra map on their side. It's still just a best of 3. And they're only playing for seeding right now. It's not like neither of these teams will not go through to the regionals, but seeding does matter quite a bit. So obviously we're loading up the next round in just a few seconds. And the way Telepathy were playing, and let's be honest, not even Telepathy, it's just Infinity playing. I don't know if Smash Dash can beat them.
Yeah, they really have to find a way to deal with Infinity and just nullify her a little bit here, whether that's just assigning someone to constantly watch out and try to find ways to stun her, or some other method to negate her effectiveness, because she's just rolling all over the field. Like I said, it's offensive and defensive. Normally, you're only going to be able to see players proficient in 1 or 2 of those areas, but she's literally like taking every role in the team and is doing amazing things with it. So they have to try and find some way to negate her effectiveness in this matchup. Otherwise, it's going to go the same way again, in my opinion.
Fair. Both teams were effective in attacking. Neither team was really good at defending, which is a little bit odd, but obviously showing, I guess, they want to obviously have the control of the disc. And the downside is if you're attacking, great, you can score, but then the other team has the disc themselves, and they can score, and it just constantly keeps that like 5-point difference that we did have. Forget Portia that round, still there. So we need to see something on defense start to show up, and I think it's due to the fact of how aggressive of a defense Smash Dash were playing. They kept 2 people pushed out. They led it into a one-on-one with Infinity up against the goalie. And it's like most one-on-ones you shouldn't really win unless you're off in terror.
Yeah. Seems to be the case. Once again, guys, we are just having the players refresh anything they need to in-game, and then it should just be a couple of seconds away from starting what is going to be the second round, but technically the third round now, since we had one be forfeit win because of the results with Smash Dash coming in from the upper bracket. This will be the final round right here. Winner of this one will be taking control of first place for the qualifier. Like I said before, it's not going to stop anyone from qualifying. However, it is just going to determine seeding purposes going into the main event in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, and seeding can be big. Obviously, the thing is, the downside when you're coming to the last chance qualifier, so you still have to play against, I think it's the number 1 and number 2 team. So if the team that came through first and second from the first stage final, you have to play against them. So it's already hard enough that you're qualifying and playing teams of these calibers, but then you have to play against like the number 1 or number 2 team from Europe, or if you're North America, number 1, number 2 team from North America. Like you have to somehow improve from the time now, from when this is over to when that happens, because they're the number 1, 2 team for a reason.
It's going to be grind time for the team that manages to take, or the teams, I should say, that are going to be moving through. And we do have those 2 teams, like we said before. That is it. The big question for tonight has already been answered. It's Team Telepathy and Smash Dash that have made it in to those regional events. But now it's just finding out who their opponent might and probably will be going into that event in, I think it's like 2 weeks away.
Soon. It's soon.
Yeah, I think it's at the...
I know it's not this next week because we're going to be casting some Onward for the VR Master League. I think the qualifiers actually for Oculus Connect, if I'm not mistaken, from that one. We'll be having a tournament as well. A lot of money on the line for them over in that tournament, as well as still a lot of money on the line for these players here in Echo Arena when we do get to that point. And I'm hoping to be there, Blue. I think it'd be pretty cool to meet all the people yet again, see a lot of the Echo Arena guys we saw at the UK Invitational back in July. And speaking actually of the UK Invitational, we have an Onward one coming up in the 1st and 2nd of September, I believe. So I think we fly out the 31st, get there, and go to hang with the Onward people soon.
Yeah, that'll be coming up in, I think that's...
September 1st, 2nd.
I was trying to think of weeks. I think it's 3 weeks away, if I remember correctly.
2.
Is it?
2 weeks and 2 days.
It's weird because we're in the middle of the week, so it's harder. It's based on your...
But it's the 15th.
Yeah.
So at 14, that's 29. And we leave the 31st. So
it's like 2.5 weeks.
2 is not half of 7.
I rounded up.
You would round down.
I rounded up.
You can't round up.
Who says?
That's not how rounding works.
Says you.
It says mathematicians all around the world.
Says them.
Yeah, what do they know, right? They only have like degrees and masters about math.
That means nothing.
You know, go back to doing your dab, okay? Because that's all you're good for.
I fulfilled mine. We're waiting on yours, I think.
You didn't fulfill it. There was no requirement for you to do a dab.
Yeah, it was spontaneous.
Just like there's no requirement for me to do my dab.
See, the problem though is I got it out of the way. Like, pressure's off me. We've been building up. I don't know why I clapped.
Well,
We've been building up. We've been building up to yours.
Pressure's off you, and yet I'm looking at a nice little clip of you dabbing, and your angles.
Yeah, that's a good dab.
Your hand, when you come up, it's like this.
There was some wind interference.
There's no wind in here. There's air conditioning.
There's an AC right there.
That is not blowing on you.
It's blowing this way. It goes here. That was where my arm was, and that messed it up.
Your hair is not moving.
Says you.
My hair is not moving, which means the wind could not affect your hand to throw out that kind of angle, all right?
I don't know that.
I do. I just stood there, and I could feel no wind.
I feel a little bit.
Really? Yeah. Enough to move your hand. See, that says you're really weak.
Oh, it hurt my wrist.
You have the most pathetic wrist I've ever seen, and that can't be possible.
You don't know that. I could have a rare disease where my bones are like brittle.
Yeah, you do have a rare disease. It's called the dabbing disease, and it's a stupid disease to have.
Guilty as charged.
All right. I think there's some technical issues going on for some of the players, so maybe we'll have to head to a break, potentially, because I don't want to hear about your dabbing anymore. I don't want to see it. I'm not looking at chat anymore because I don't need to hear them talking about me dabbing because it's just not going to happen. They didn't reach the 1,000 euros they needed in the GoFundMe, so...
Keeps pushing the number. It's not fair to you guys at home. I'm sorry for that.
They didn't reach the $1 million.
I'll apologize on his behalf.
Which is worth nothing. All right, guys, we are going to head to a short break here. When we come back, we will get the conclusion of the last chance qualifiers. I do apologize, but I think some of the players are having some technical difficulties. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the game has gotten started. We'll be hopping into this one to see who's the #1 seed coming out of the last chance qualifier and who, unfortunately, is #2. So far off the bat, looks like Telepathy did win the initial joust as they are on their opponent's side. Smash Dash try to put up a better defense here than they're able to do so before. And it looks like they've been actually able to do it so for now. We don't give them credit. It's only 40 seconds in. They've been able to prevent a goal for this moment of time.
Well, Infinity is going to start things off here with a nice toss over towards Ducky. Ducky will have to pass it back. Infinity grabs it, but unfortunately it's stolen away from her. Sent back to the middle by Smash Dash now, and they will originally pick it up. Karjan is going to be the one to do it, and actually kind of an open goal opportunity for him there, but just a bit off the mark, so it's going to miss. He can actually re-grab it, though, because he's given this much time to be able to do it, and he has Sendo target with him, but at the same time, Team Telepathy are quickly approaching this, but they're not going to be able to stop it. Smash Dash will score first, going up 2-0. Taking about a minute off the clock to find that opening goal.
Yeah, a minute of time, but they scored nonetheless, and now it comes down to them. Can they continue to defend here? They're able to keep Telepathy off their side. Well, not off their side, but prevent them from scoring. But can they do it again? Because Telepathy will start with the disc in their own hands. We're going to find out here. Smash Dash, maybe the technical issues are on their side. They fixed things because they're looking better so far in this round than they were previously.
The launch moving out now, picked up by Infinity. Quickly sent over towards Ducky. Back to Infinity again. She's ready to move in. It's going to be Ramus distracting to allow her to score the goal, and that's exactly how it'll play out. Very well done by Telepathy as they sink it once again, tying us up at 2-2 in the immediate rescore, of course, to allow it to become that even game. Telepathy. And again, Infinity being the one to do it. The mastermind, it seems, behind all this action so far from Team Telepathy. And she's once again first on the scoreboard for her team.
All right, so able to score much faster than previous. Smash Dab, I guess, have not fixed their defensive positions yesterday, or the way they're playing defense, because Telepathy, or at least Infinity, every time seems to be able to penetrate it. There we go, disc thrown out to the right side. Sendo target thrown over to his teammate for Kurjan to get it. We'll get a nice bounce towards him, but he's actually going to push. He's 1v3 to score. This is going to be so difficult to do, and yet over the head, and we'll go in. And Smash Dash going to keep their 2-point lead.
The question is, how long can they do it? Is that point you were mentioning before after the end of the initial round where we were talking about how both teams, they're really good at offense, but not so bad at defense. I feel like that's immediately going to come back to haunt Smash Dash now by allowing Team Telepathy to find a quick rescore themselves here. We'll see on that, though, in a moment. But the problem is there's so many open goal opportunities being presented by both teams that it's now, in this second round, led to a very seesaw kind of match where we're just looking at goals being scored back and forth and back once again. The most recent one coming from Smash Dash. Now it's Telepathy's turn to try and score as they start out with possession. That's a great steal coming in from Kurjan. Nearly a bounce inside as well. Just misses the diamond by a little bit, so it is going to be flown into the open, into the bottom pit here. They try to pick it back up, but aren't able to do so. It's interrupted by Telepathy. Kurjan still picks it up, though. He does have Ducky hot on his tail, so has to quickly get rid of that. Sends it over to Sendo target. He's now going to try to send this in for a goal himself, and he'll do just that. 2 in a row from Smash Dash. They've broken the cycle immediately and have now brought themselves up to 6 with a dominating lead against Telepathy, extending it by more than 1 goal now.
All right, so Smash Dash is starting to really show up when it counts. Again, both these teams are already through into the World Regional Qualifiers for Europe, where 8 teams will be battling it out. Those 8 teams comprised of, well, teams from each stage final, top 2 teams from those, from 1, 2, and 3. And then, of course, this last chance qualifier to make 8, where 2 of those teams will be moving through to Oculus Connect 5 in September 26th and 27th in San Jose. Now, on the attack, it's going to be back to Telepathy. Ducky's going to have the disc in hand. Probably look for Infinity, because she's been, misreliable here so far in the series, even in the last one against Kairos. Push comes in. Ramus is going to be the one with the disc. Infinity coming in from the left-hand side, just trying to sit by the force field, waiting for an opportunity to punch. Comes in as well into Kurjan to keep him out of this one. They're actually transitioning their positions, but not really netting into a positive pass.
Kurjan's still going to move in to try to get back possession here, and won't be able to maintain it. But look at how quickly Team Telepathy get that little launch together for themselves. Goes into the hands of Ducky just a few seconds after it's chucked away by the guys on Smash Dash. And now he's sent back. The pass is actually missed, though. Ramus has to move a little bit there before he's able to pick up the disc. And he's using the walls actually quite nicely to glide away and juke his opponents here. Once again, a bit of a missed pass, though, sends the members of Telepathy flying a bit. Ducky picks it up once again. He'll move in, tries to bounce it off the backboard, but it won't work out that way. Kurjan steals it out of their hands, tries to send it past the midpoint, but it only bounces off the wall, presenting an opportunity for Ducky to pick it up once again. He'll be stunned out, though. Loose disc, Infinity just, takes it out of their hands. Infinity hasn't lost it just yet, though. It's scrambling between multiple players before eventually Smash Dash does send it to the other side, and potentially a goal opportunity going to present itself here, too. A 3v1. It only blocks the first one, but is unable to block any future attempts, as he will get stunned out there, and we'll see Smash Dash score again, now at 8-2.
Wow, so Smash Dash now able to score more points in this game than they seemed to previously. This is the pace they need to keep going. And with 1 minute and 30 left to go, like Telepathy, it's taken them a long time to just score those first 2 points. They need to, get back into the flow of things. They need to get Infinity in position where she can hit these goals and make these shots. Otherwise, they're going to be looking at, unfortunately, a second-place finish in this last chance qualifier. But here we go, back into Telepathy with control of the disc. I think Smash Dash, you just need to play defensive. I don't think you need to play super aggressive. Yeah, look at that. You saw Sendo target and right back. I think that was, Kurjin, sit back, not get super aggressive. Don't cross that midway point of the field because they know that Telepathy are going to be the ones attacking. They know they're the ones that have to make this pace. And if they just keep defending well and drag this game out, then they've got the victory.
Just waiting a little bit here before Telepathy try to go for an attempt. They had Ramus winning on the top side, but Kurjin has intercepted it along the way, sends it back, and basically forces a reset here for Team Telepathy, as they are not going to be able to make such an easy attempt at the goal again here. What's up?
Actually holding them back. Nice little long-distance shot comes through, not aimed to the right position, but they have a 3-on-1 now at this goal, and that's going to be another 3 points added to the board, and almost the nail in the coffin here for this one, 11-2. Telepathy were not able to slingshot back in time.
So it seems like things slipped out of Smash Dash's grasp in our opening round of this best of 3. But moving into the second and ultimately final round, as remember, guys, again, Smash Dash did get the 1-0 start advantage by coming in from the upper bracket. They reaffirmed themselves and have very much so taken full control of this matchup. Less than a minute to go. Still, I think 3 goals needed to tie, and those would be if they're all 3-pointers for Team Telepathy, and they need 4. Again, all being 3-pointers except for one of those to actually still take the lead at this point in the game, making it nearly nigh impossible with us now being under 40 seconds, basically looking at 10 seconds per goal. Not going to be looking at a track record like that in the history of Echo Arena, to my knowledge anyway. Ducky will move in. There is at least 1 goal scored, so a good start, but using 17 seconds to pull it off, unfortunately, still does not bode well. And unfortunately, again, it's only a 2-pointer for them.
Yeah, they need some big 3-pointers, and shooting from that range against just one person, the goalie, you have to communicate really well for someone to stun that target up so you can make in the 3 points. And now Smash Dash, they're going to have control of the disc. They're going to be the ones to control the pace of this volley. And I mean, Telepathy, they just have to go balls to the wall. They have to throw everyone in there as deep as they can to potentially take the disc away to have a chance. They don't even do it. They only send 1-4. What are you doing? You have to send everyone. You're down by so much. You're down by 7 points.
I think they were trying to focus on not getting scored on again more than anything here. It doesn't
matter if you get scored on again.
Yeah.
It's just going to make the lead even bigger, but you have to be aggressive here. They have 13 seconds left, and there's just no time.
Hope is that in the defense you might be able to get possession, but now too much time has been wasted. We're well beyond the point to where Team Telepathy can reliably get back into this game. So let's go to Smash Dash, ladies and gentlemen. They will take control of the series, 2-1 being the final score. Like we said before, no additional prizing is rewarded for taking first place, but they will now be prioritized in the seeding over their opponent when it comes time to seed that bracket.
Yeah, well, that does mean we now have our 2 teams through. It's those you just saw, Telepathy and Smash Dash. We'll get through into the final World Regional Qualifier, where obviously those teams will be playing for a big chunk of change. Let's actually take a look one more time at the prize pool, because I don't think you win money off of the qualifier, but you win money getting to Oculus Connect. You can see there the prize that you'll actually be securing. First place, taking home $2,000, because we're splitting the 16K otherwise. 18 grand for first place, 10 for second, 6 for third, and 4,000 for fourth. But I'm excited now, Blue. I mean, unfortunately, we do have Onward coming up next week. We won't be covering Echo Arena for a little bit of time, but we have our 8 finalists now from each region.
Yeah, very much so. And now begins the build-up to Oculus Connect 5, which 2 out of 8 in each region is going to be actually making it to the main event. Well, you guys are going to have to wait a couple of weeks to find out about that. But if you are interested in finding out more information about when those final regional qualifiers are going to be, along with the grand finals, where we'll see 4 teams, 2 from each region, meeting at Oculus Connect 5, you can go head over to the website at vr.eslgaming.com, where you can not only keep up with the Echo Arena action, but all the action that's going on in Onward, the Unspoken, and Sprint Vector as well.
Oh, speaking of Onward, again, 24th, we'll be bringing you some Onward action as well as the 26th. They're going through their own qualifying phase to get through into Oculus Connect. We'll be playing for their own chunk of change on that one. But Blue, we're pretty much done with the show. Anything you want to say before we head off?
No, I think that's covered it.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you guys next time. But there is one more issue we have to bring up before we do close out the show. Now, I believe there was 100, well, it was actually 200 euros raised to get me to do something on air. I think it was something called the dub. You want to do the dab?
I think it's a dab.
The dab. All right.
Yeah, it's a dab.
So I guess it's time to pay up and get this on air for you guys. So in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, you're finally going to see it. 1,